was like, you're going to live at home. And he's like, no, I value education. And of course you can go to school. But you'll live at home, and you can go to Merrimack College. There are lots of good schools around here. I said, yeah, there are. I'd like to go away. He's like, no, good girls don't go away to school. He said, I'll buy you a car if you stay home. I said, no. But she helped her entire family. At one point, her family was struggling a little, and my mom didn't have a job, and she reached out and she got my mom a job. And my mom became a cafeteria worker at the part-time school, which gave our family health insurance when my dad was sick. So she's just impacted our entire family in so many ways. And my other siblings want to be here too, of course. And my mom sends her best. Just the way things are, it's hard for everyone to get together. But it's just, I'm teaching now. I started as an English teacher. I started, and I was at a school with Aisa. We were both at Brookline High School for a little while. And then I was home with my kids for a while. And I started to go back to school, thinking, oh, maybe I'll go back to school and maybe I'll teach ESL. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I'll start taking classes. And then an election happened, and it was 2016, and I just felt my world fell apart. And I was just kind of down in the depths, and I thought, what is this country? Like, I was just so depressed, and I didn't know what to do. And then I thought of the words of someone I admired a lot, and Barack Obama said, when I was down in the depths, I thought it's about the work, and I have to go out and do some work. And it's about the work, it's always about the work. And so I took my test for ESOL, and I passed it, and then I found a job, and I became a teacher for English language learners, and that's what I'm doing now. I love it.
I remember so much about Ms. Khoury, and I thank you so much. Thank you for what you did for me and what you did for my family, because I was the first in my family to go to college, and it wouldn't have happened had it not been for you. I say this to a lot of people. It wasn't just that we got harassed about filling out the paperwork, because God forbid you got called down to Ms. Khoury's office. As soon as you got the pass, it was like, oh my God, I'm dead. But it wasn't just that. It was that Ms. Khoury knew me, and she knew my family, she knew my culture. And she knew that my parents weren't going to let me go to college, to live there, because I'm a girl. And I remember saying, we're going to fix that. I got a way around that. You're going to apply to Simmons College. It's all women. And I don't know how she knew, but my father was like, oh, it's all girls, okay. And it worked. I actually reminded my parents of that today, and my mother stood there going, that's why you went to Simmons? But just
You broke
thank
the ice
you.
for me.
Thank you, because I wouldn't be where I am without you.
My name is Bin Salah. I'm class of 1994. I went to Wesleyan University, graduated in 1998. Was a chemist, studied chemistry, and decided to move to New Jersey. Not sure that was the best decision, but I'm still there. Worked for a pharmaceutical company and decided to go to law school. So I ended up studying law at Rutgers School of Law, and now I'm a patent attorney at a chemical company in New Jersey.
Wow.
Thinking back, I'm not sure how I survived all those years, because I grew up in a loving family. My family, my parents definitely were very encouraging, but as immigrants, they had no idea how to get into college, they had no idea. But for Ms. Khoury, I don't think I would be here today. Your tireless, encouragement, your dedication, making sure we get our applications in time, our, financial aid in time, making sure we apply to all these different schools, just so we have the chance to get into the school that we want to go to and have the resources to actually attend. So if it wasn't for you, I don't think I would be here. It made an amazing impact on my life, so I want to say thank you. I never really attended any of the other reunions, but when I heard about this one, I said I really want to come and say thank you personally, because that I really want to say this. So thank you so much.
My name is Tu La. I was class of 1993. After high school, I went to Mount Holyoke College and spent 4 years there. Right out of college, I left and moved to Michigan, got a job with Pfizer for 6 years. I worked as a chemist for all those time and then moved down to Florida. I moved, by that time I already got married and I followed my husband down to Florida. I attended the University of Florida and received my PhD in chemistry. So after that, I followed him to California. That's where I'm currently at. So that was the journey. But with that journey, it started with Lawrence High School, Miss Khoury. Miss Khoury, I can't tell you how much you have done for the whole La families, the sisters who wouldn't have made it out of poverty, wouldn't have made it out of high school without you. You set that internal GPS in us and just sent us off. From Lawrence to college to a working world. It was a huge leap from this level to a whole next level. But I think you have it all figured out. You know where you're going to send us. We wouldn't have this life right after high school without you. I can't tell you how much we think about it. I think about it every day. I tell my children I have encountered more compassionate teachers, counselor in Lawrence than I have been in the last, after I left Lawrence, the last 27 years. I don't think there are more compassionate people than there is in Lawrence. And I remember how much I enjoy your class. Thank you so much. And I shall always remember.
My name is Chi Tola, and I'm the older sister of Ben and Tu. And we all had Miss Khoury for our counselor, and I graduated in the year of 1992. I went to UMass Amherst, and I studied biochemistry. We all in the chemistry field. After that, I worked in Waltham with a pharmaceutical company for a few years, and then I moved to California because after college, I met my husband out, and he's from Hawaii, so we decided to move to California, which is the middle state between two families. I've been settled down in California the last 20 years, and it's funny because I have not been back for any Lawrence High School reunion because I was very busy. So currently, I'm working for a biotech chemistry company, and I am a research scientist. So life has been very busy. I have 2 children, but it's funny because I got an email from Ben and saying, we have this event for Miss Khoury, did you remember? I was like, of course. But then I was like, well, I haven't been back. I haven't talked to anybody. So it's really a short notice because it's been only 3 weeks, I believe. So we are actually really struggling to find the right airplane ticket to come out. We just arrived a day ago and just try to arrange all the event, but we felt like Ms. Khoury have done so much for our life. I still remember in high school, we worked very hard trying to make good grades, but there was a summer, Ms. Khoury helped us to apply for a lot of these inspirational summer programs. The one I went to is not Phillips Academy, it's a Milton Academy, and thanks to Ms. Khoury, I got full scholarship to attend, and I have learned a lot in that summer, and it gave me a lot of confidence and a lot of inspiration to look forward to my college years. And it's been a tremendous amount of time that, we feel like we need to say thank you, but it's been so busy with life and with children, so we never have a chance to come back and say thank you. And my 2 sisters encouraged us, like, we gotta go. We have to say thank you to this woman, this wonderful woman who make a huge difference in our lives. We feel like we are the few lucky ducklings that get your help and all your support for all the application and everything in our life in high school. And we want to say thank you.
Ms. Khoury's helped my family a lot. I had a lot easier than my sister because she already paved the way. I said, "Oh, I'm going to Brown." They're like, "Okay, good." None of us talk about girls don't go anywhere. So, after Brown, I worked in financial services for like 15 years. Right now, I currently stay at home and watch my 3 kids, and it's a lot harder. But thank you, Mrs. Khoury, for everything you've done.
I'm Ms. Khoury, and thank you everyone for coming here. My name is Maggie Swenson. My maiden name is Rainey, and I'm the class of '89. I went to Simmons College in Boston, but I'll never forget the day I had to apply was one of the hardest days of my life because I come from a Lebanese strict father who really had a hard time letting his daughter go. And there was a lot of conversations that Ms. Khoury had with my dad to make that happen for me. And if it wasn't for Ms. Khoury, I would never have had the opportunity to go away. And I think part of the decision was having to be able to go to an all-girls school, which made it all happen for me. I studied science, I love biology, and I graduated from Simmons with a Bachelor of Science in Biology. But my senior year, I decided to go into education because I actually taught nutrition to preschoolers, and I really enjoyed that career choice. So I continued my education at Salem State, and I became certified as an elementary teacher, grades 1 through 6. I've been teaching in the Lawrence Public School System for 26 years, and I'm very proud to say that I'm an interventionist, and it's one of the most rewarding jobs because of all the years I've been teaching. I'm now servicing children in grades 1 through 5 who are struggling in reading, and I see what they need to help them become better readers and have a successful life, like the life that Ms. Khoury has given us. But if it wasn't for you, I don't think that my life would have been the way it would have been. And I really appreciate everything you've done for my family. And thank you so much.
So, being the fourth brainy, I had tough acts to follow. I will say that I would go up the 3rd floor, over the bridge, just to not pass by guidance office. Because I was afraid to give my essay in. But, truth be told, without your confidence in me and helping me with giving me that confidence in myself that I can do it, because I really felt that I couldn't, and I felt like they were a tough act to follow, and you basically sat me down and said, "You're no different, you can do it, and you got this, and I want to see you tomorrow with your essay." That's it. But that got the job done. And I feel so blessed because to the point of having an old-fashioned, strict family that didn't let us go away, you opened so many doors for us. And someone had said to me, "You're going to do business? Yeah, I don't think so. Good luck with that. You're going to go to Bentley? Good luck with that." So I feel so indebted to you that I did go to Bentley and I did work in business for financial services, and now I'm so proud to say I work for a nonprofit in Lawrence Community Works, and I'm so proud of our city, and I love the fact that we've stayed in touch because you just didn't care about me when I was 16 and 17, you care about me at this age that I would say. And it means the world to me because you don't just care about my professional career, but about my family and about me as we both, and that means the world to me. We love you.
In a war-ravaged country, Lebanon, and we're very fortunate to be in this great country and all the opportunity it affords immigrants and people who would struggle anywhere else. And part of that for so many like you from different backgrounds, we certainly came from a very strict background in our household. And some of you have said, you know, my dad would never let me live away in college because I'm a girl. And my dad would not let me live away from college even though I was a boy. So that's how strict the Middle Eastern people are. So when I met Eileen, you know, she's very firm and fair, and sat me down and said, what are you going to do with your life? I said, oh, I'll go to NECO because that's what's going to be the future in our household, just like everyone else. All of our cousins, we're going to commute and go to school close by. And she said, no, you're college material, and I mean real colleges. You're going to go to a real good school. You're going to make something way better than what you think right now. And that was very important. So I ended up applying to a few colleges through her guidance. And in Massachusetts, they had something called the Khoury background check. And Mrs. Khoury was, the Eileen Khoury, grabbed me by the shoulder and telling me you can complete the application today, check. Made sure that we would submit our applications, go through the process that we're supposed to. Early decision was a big theme for her because she felt that if you committed to a college early on, they would commit to you early on. And you know, my sort of affinity was Boston College. That's where I wanted to go. And she said, I'd love for you to go there if that's what you want to do, but they're not going to give you anything for financial aid or grants or assistance. So the decision was made to go to Bentley College. They were very helpful for kids like me in the school with the grants. I was able to pay off all my college loans within 6 years of finishing college, which is very difficult to do. When I went to Bentley with $68,000. Today it's probably $80,000 a year. And I was there the other day, by the way. I had been there 26 years.
Wow.
Tremendous change. It's a university when I was there, it was a college. And really, I've seen a lot over the last 30 years of my life. I went from Bentley to become a stockbroker. And I came to the realization that the folks that I worked with who were stockbrokers, they did very well because they came from money. They knew people that had money. Their parents knew people that had money. And that was not the case for this kid from Lawrence. And I transitioned my career, became an insurance agent, opened up my insurance office in Lowell, Massachusetts, and sold that business to work for a larger commercial insurance group. And eventually, now I work in the solar industry, in the solar LED lighting upgrade in that field, green energy. So I could not be where I am today, married happily with kids and living a comfortable life without the support and the love of Eileen Khoury, whether it was in our home or in our high school, throughout our high school years. Thank you, Eileen. I love you very much.
From there, I ended up getting married, having kids, dedicated to the family. Still not trying to go back to college and still not able to. Time went on, got a good job, and time keeps going on. And my kids are big now. And I was at an event and I had met Miss Khoury and she's like, you know, I want you to come visit me. We need to talk. So I went over and I visited Miss Khoury, and she sat me down, and I just had that moment of, oh my God, you are an unbelievable person. After all these years, you still want to help. You are amazing. So our work is not done yet, Miss Khoury. And that is my story.
Hi, my name is Yvette Veras Guerra. I graduated in 1990. I went to UMass Lowell and studied accounting and finance. And that's where I met my husband. And now we still live in the area with 3 children. Although I never had Ms. Khoury as a guidance counselor, but when Mariah reached out to me, I felt it was necessary to come because your work is definitely appreciated, and that's why we're all here today. I remember having Ms. Fonseca as a freshman, and it was just like, on my way here, I wasn't sure who to expect, who was coming and so forth. And when we saw each other, like the connection was just there. And that love that she always, gave to everyone that went to the guidance office or went to see her, just really helped everyone to feel comfortable enough to always go and know that they're always going to have the assistance they need. Coming from a background where your parents don't have probably the education or even speak the language, it's very hard for you to do everything on your own. And Fonseca was always there available to give us, good guidance. So I want to thank you for your service. I want to thank all of you for your service as well. I hope you're proud of all of this and know that your work and hard effort was definitely worth it. Thank you.
Class of 1990, Hansa and Catalina. We're not going to get away. So we want you to speak some words, and we're so excited you're here. Thank you. But yes, Yvette, you nailed it, and I was going to finish with that, but we will go here and then we'll go there. This group of people here, the educators, they are not to be forgotten either, because Ms. Khoury, you were the leader that, led an incredible guidance department, but I know that you were working with extraordinary professionals. Ms. Croto was my guidance counselor, and I know I probably drove her crazy because I was GPA obsessed. I probably went every 3 months, what's my GPA, what's my GPA? Can I get into the honors classes? And they knew the kids that were driven and the kids that wanted to work. Ms. Small was my Spanish teacher, right? And now we were colleagues in a noble profession. So I don't know everybody. Ms. Fonseca I had at the Oliver in 1986. Mr. Meehan has done extraordinary work in Lawrence. Writers out there, you have to write a book about his life. He saved so many incredible buildings from being demolished. I mean, you are really, really a hero. Mrs. Stefano, I never had the privilege to have had you, but I know you did extraordinary work with the ESL students, right? Yes. All of you. I don't know you, I'm sorry. Thank you. And you're a graduate. So you got to speak, and then we're going to go to that table, and Ms. Khoury's family is here also. So.
Ramon Cruz, class of 94 with Alia. I get the privilege of still seeing her every day because I just entered my 21st year as a guidance counselor. So, where do I start? We all remember her office, corner office, had a little closet. That was my office last year. I told students, if you walked in, she had the desk against the wall, the chair next to the closet door, you sit down, where you going next year? I had Marion Dooley as my guidance counselor. I sat down, she said, you gotta go see Miss Khoury. Who's she? So I didn't know she had the top group of the senior class. And I remember sitting down in her office, asking where I'm gonna go, and tell me who you are. I remember telling her I was the oldest of 4. I'm the man of the house, my dad's in jail. So I remember her face changing and saying, this is gonna be different. This kid's gonna need a little bit more pushing than others. And she did. I graduated from St. Anselm College. She wanted me to go to Bowdoin. I wanted to go to Wheaton. I remember going to the office saying, at the time I wanted Wheaton, and she's saying, I can get you a full boat to Bowdoin. Puerto Rican doesn't want to go to me, miss. I don't want to go to me. Long story short, I ended up at St. A's. Even at St. A's, even though it wasn't one of my choices, she was still there calling every day, trying to make sure that I got money so that I could stay there. My freshman year of St. A's, we went to her summer home up at the beach with a group of class of 94. I remember walking down the driveway and turning to her and saying, Miss, I think I want to be a guidance counselor one day. And that was the last I ever mentioned to that. I was a sociology major. And right out of college, I was at a nonprofit, did a year. October 1999, I get a phone call. Ramon, this is Eileen Khoury. Miss, how'd you find me? And she happened to be a board member of Adelante Youth Center. And they told her there was a Lawrence graduate there. When they told her it was me, it just happened there was a guidance counselor that was on sick leave, and she wanted me to come work for them. She said, you still want to do that job? You want to do guidance? I was like, yeah. I don't know. should I do? She got into a battle with my boss. We still talk about it to this day when we still get together. He didn't want to let me go, she wanted me. But I remember he left on a trip. She called me and said, when he comes back, you're going to resign. And you're going to come work at Lawrence High. Scared out of my pants, I went and told the man, I'm not working for you, I'm working for her. 21 years later, miss, I'm still there. It's the best decision I ever made. And it's because we had someone like you on our back, making sure that we had to take care of ourselves before anyone would do that. This summer, I was actually coordinating a summer program at the high school, and she called me with Jane to the office, and there was this lamp on the desk, and I saw the seal, and it was a St. A's lamp. She went into a second-hand store, saw the lamp, and she purchased it for me. And it's sitting in my office every day. I turn it on, and I tell students that was my guidance counselor who bought that for me. So thank you, thank you, thank you from the bottom of my heart, like everyone else. We are here today because we had someone pushing us and making sure that you were championing us. Thank you, Miss.
My name is George Azzi. I'm class of 88. Ms. Khoury sent me to Fitchburg State to study industrial arts, so I came back to Lawrence High School and teach. I lasted 4 hours at the school, and I figured out teaching was not for me, so I went back to school and I became an engineer, and I moved on and got an industrial job in big companies, and then the story continues where Ms. Khoury says, it's time for you to do more, so she arranged a visit to Southern New Hampshire University to start an MBA program. She signed me up. I had no idea. I went in there to be introduced, and then I know it's oh yeah, you're starting Monday. Here's the classes. Here's your schedule. I continued. 2 years later, got my MBA, met my wife, got married, and now I own my own company, consulting, and keep it busy. 2 wonderful kids, and I live right next to her. So it's a great so my journey continues. Every day I got advice, a cup of coffee. Are you all jealous? That's the last one.
No, we got right.
Alright, it's like that. You get to choose. I'll shy. I'm sorry I'm late, but the guidance counselors in Lawrence High, including you, Ms. Fonseca, like they work together, and they all have their specialty. They push you. They'll make you. They'll sign you up for schools when you don't even think you can make it and stuff like that. So I, so appreciative of everything you guys have done. I'm just happy to be here. I know we saw you a couple of years ago. We had a nice conversation where I was like, oh, I gotta make it. But thank you so much for always giving so much to all of us who are parents. No idea of, I don't know if I'm doing this wrong, but of the systems of how to apply or where to go next, or you guys were our eyes, you saw so much more in us than we could ever see. So thank you so much.
I want to thank John because he reminded me that this was taking place tonight. And I scrambled, but I made it. I'm sorry I'm late. I couldn't pass up the opportunity to thank you in person, and to thank all the other guys and counselors. It's great to see you as well. I haven't seen you in so long. Class of 90. Ms. Khoury was such a driving force for me. I had big aspirations of being an astronaut. I remember, and I know that in order to do that, I had to do engineering. Math was easy for me, so I said, okay, I'll do engineering. Ms. Khoury was instrumental. Being a kid from the Dominican Republic, having been here only 2 years, and then having to decide as the first one to go to college, what do you want to do with your life? No idea what it's like, right? So no support at home that could provide you a path or some guidance. And as a guidance counselor, she did amazing for me. I ended up going to Marymount College, didn't make it into space, but I'm grateful. I'm grateful that you were there to inspire, to point the direction for us. And like I said, even if I'm late, and only a few minutes, it's great to be able to say thank you in person.
You leave me with just a few words. I do want to say, when Sally talked, she said to me, "Did I have you for 4 years?" And I said, "No, you had me only in your senior year." I said, "You were well prepared by these counselors who are here tonight. They are the people who chose the right courses for you, encouraged you all the years before I got to you. When I got to you, I put pressure on you. I know everybody avoided my office. In front of their offices were hundreds of kids waiting for program changes. You were a group that had to fill out applications that were not 1 page long, they were 12 pages long. You had to get to classes, you had to get to teachers, you had to get letters of recommendations. And I knew that we couldn't do it. So what we did was each of the counselors took all of their kids, and I took the top group, because if you were going to go early decision, everything had to be in by November 1st. Prior to that time, if something went on in your house and you were late, I could go to a teacher, or a counsel could go to a teacher, and say there's a problem there, can give them a couple of days to finish their assignments. That was easy to do. But if your application was late, you're out. If your financial aid form was not in, you did not get aid. If your SAT was not in on time, you didn't get there. The pressure on you as a senior was great, academically. You were in the top groups, working hard, taking all the AP classes. But we had to fit everything in. And so the decision was made departmentally that I would take the 50, I would get all the applications out. You remember the applications that you had, how long they were? And we went with the common application, if you remember, so we could duplicate it and send it out to all those schools. So that was some of the reasons why it worked that way. But by the time you got to me, your courses were chosen and worked with by these counselors who are here. You were well prepared when you got to me. You just weren't on time. I'm on time. And if you don't come, I go down and get you. I'd be walking that corridor down to the math department or walking up the hall to get the people from the English classes. Bring you in, fill out that app now. I'm not going back to class without filling out the app. So I salute the people who are here, and Mr. Mean bringing kids to me who were really skilled, and we had them apply to RISD and to UMass Dartmouth. You made such a difference in their lives. I was only there for their senior year. These kids were well prepared, who worked hard. We worked as a team at Lawrence High School under very difficult conditions. The teachers who sometimes worked the hardest didn't get the credit in that school. And you know, even from yourselves, how hard you worked in some classes and not as hard in others. That was important. And I just want to say something that Sally said to me. How did I go to all those programs? How did I end up going to Merrimack for a year? And I said, because you were in transitional English and you were recommended by Mrs. DeStefano. And in your sophomore year, your counselor recommended you for Phillips Academy. In your junior year, someone recommended you for Milton Academy. The guidance department worked with all those programs, but they made sure that you were in them. It wasn't just me. I worked very hard in the area of financial aid because in Lawrence, without the money, you couldn't go. I made sure that I had a list of all those schools that met full need. So this was a team program at Lawrence High School. We had the best kids. The Lawrence kids are the best kids. They're the immigrant kids, their families, they appreciate everything you do. That's not necessarily, I hear you talk about your kids and they roll their eyes when you talk and you talk about people thinking it's the olden days, they have it so easy. You guys were the pioneers. I sent a lot of you to very exclusive schools where kids had loaded with money. They had a long weekend, they went to Europe. You didn't have the money for the phone call home. You couldn't even get the bus home. Those were struggles that nobody noticed. They just said, oh yeah, they got into Brown. They got into Yale. They know what was there when you got there. You had to be strong enough to be able to survive in that environment without that support system. You guys are the greatest. And I'm proud to have been part of your life, and you are a very important part of my life. I love all of you. You're very special.